clock up? You got the episode ready?
Mm-hmm.
Clock's up. Episode's ready.
Okay. All right. Say now at 15 seconds after. Now. Hey Internet, this is Highway 47 Productions back again with another Star Trek The Next Generation commentary. I am Shaggy B and I promise not to change my name like I did last time, so I won't do that this time, but I'll do it again someday. With me tonight is Dracofunk. Say something to the folks, Draco.
Yo.
That's something. Alright. And also sort of with us, but having connection issues because we're all poor, is Scrodrick.
Hey, so when you started talking at the beginning of the episode, even though I knew it was coming, I got really startled, so I'm kind of having an adrenaline rush right now. It's kind of weird.
Perfect. You're in the right frame of mind for this, then. Tonight we're watching episode 5 of The Next Generation, titled Where No One Has Gone Before, or as the script calls it, Where None Have Gone Before, or as Captain Kirk would say, Where No Man Has Gone Before. We're gonna go there either way.
Yeah, you just went there.
Oh, I'm going there. So I got a question for you guys.
Yeah?
Tell us about a time when you wound up someplace you didn't expect to be.
Okay, so, like, I had this thing where I drive a lot, and I'll zone out and just go to where I'm used to going.
Uh-huh.
I used to show up at your house a lot.
You did, yeah.
Like, walk into your front room like, hey, this isn't the grocery store.
Yeah, that literally happened. My wife and I are sitting there watching TV, and all of a sudden the door opens, and there's Draco. Like, hey.
I was just as surprised as you.
And we were like, hey, what's up? And you're like, this isn't the store.
I was really, really focused on something.
Clearly, yeah. I think I went to the store with you just to make sure you got there after that.
I once, drove to work, but I got out and I'm at college. I'm walking in and I look down and I see my shadow. I have a hat on. Back then I had to wear a hat to work. That's the only time I ever wore a hat.
I hate hats.
I'm trying to think of a story. You know, I should really think of answers to these questions when I think of the questions, but I can't really think of one.
I have a question for you.
Sure, what you got?
Do you like chocolate donuts?
You know, on occasion, I can appreciate a good chocolate donut.
Now, there's going to be something in this episode that has to do with chocolate donuts. And I don't think either of you are going to catch it, but I'm curious if anybody else catches it.
Well, now I'm interested because I've seen this episode plenty of times, and I do not remember anything about chocolate donuts.
I know.
It has been literal years since I've seen this episode, so I'm going to be really on the lookout now.
I promise you will not see a single chocolate donut in this episode that I remember. There might actually be chocolate donuts in the episode. But there is something about chocolate donuts in this episode. Did I just say donuts?
Donuts.
Yes.
Donuts. Chicken donuts. Oh my god, donuts.
We should get started.
We should. All right. Post a message in the comments if you like chocolate donuts.
Also know why I'm even bringing up chocolate donuts.
That too. Do you want to give them the speech too about how they can watch this at the same time that the audio is happening so that it works right?
I will. Hey, you got a train in the background.
I do. I live next to train tracks, so I can wait until it passes. I can stall for time if you'd like me to.
That's okay. I'm going to give an explanation. You know, I'm sure that train will do its thing.
All right.
So we are watching Star Trek The Next Generation, Season 1, Episode 5. We are using the Netflix version if you would like to watch along with us. Please do not hit that tempting skip the intro because we're not going to. And if you do, well, we won't be synced up anymore. To help you in the sink.
That's where we're going to help you.
To help keep this all synced together, I'm going to hover my mouse button over that play button, and we'll give you a 5-second countdown. And then we all hit it at the same time. And then we can all watch together.
We can all watch together like we're in the same room, like we're your best friends. Hey, we might be your best friends. Our friends are probably the only people who are ever going to see this, or maybe not. Or you may not have any other friends except us. And if that's the case, then cool. We'll hang out virtually at different times and different places because we're not actually there, but you can pretend we are. And all sorts of stuff. Train's still going by the way.
So if we are your only friends, drop us a line. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, there's an email address that I think I posted on the YouTube channel. And, there's YouTube comments. And if we post this somewhere else, there may be comments there.
Did they get rid of YouTube friends?
It's Google Plus.
Oh.
Everybody uses that.
Yeah, Alex Jones uses it. We won't get into him.
Yeah, please don't.
I'll bet he's not a Star Trek fan. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Let's get started.
All right. Okay. Clock up.
Yeah, we already did that, didn't we?
Yeah. Okay, good. Episode up.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Everybody at home, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. See what I did there, like a Star Trek thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They completely reused the shot from the pilot.
It's a good shot.
I love the Excelsior.
Me too. I was just going to say, I wish there were more Excelsior-specific things.
The USS Fearless.
Intermix formulas, like different ratios of matter to antimatter, that might be a concern. 1-to-1 is what I kind of assume is what you want.
They're going to use unleaded antimatter.
Oh, right. It's the 80s. Right.
Yeah.
And they might need new heads on the warp core. Lower compression.
Why are they arguing about this?
Well, because the Enterprise isn't an old piece of junk, not like an Excelsior at this point.
Yeah. Troy's just like there. God damn it.
I don't understand how these mechanical things work. I'll let the men handle it. Sorry, I keep flashing back to episode 3. I'm sorry.
Oh.
He's taking Troy with her.
Her hair is very erect.
She's got her gold thong on over her pajamas this time. That's not the energize button.
Oh no, they're disintegrating.
It's Chief Engineer Argyle.
Yeah. You remember him from Now.
Engaged.
We gave this man a fake rank.
Yep. Chief douche. Guided, of course, by this guy.
One of our chief engineers. We fired the last one.
Specifically, multiple.
Yeah. What happened to McDougal? Oh, they fired her. Gross Ned. I can't talk.
It's all
Gross
right.
negligence.
We needed some matter for the antimatter reaction,
You walk to the elevator and say engineering, and it takes you there. And a dick. A dick.
Except the Ferengi.
Oh, she felt him in the last episode. Maybe because you can't sense anything?
They just went in opposite directions.
Do not skip the intro.
Thank you.
It's tempting. I see that little button. I want to hit it too, but I don't.
They should have another button that says "Don't skip the intro."
Or you could just not hit the first button.
Yeah, but then you don't get to hit a button.
There's probably a website that just has a button that does nothing.
And there are plenty. Did you guys ever play the Stanley Parable?
I mean,
I own
yeah.
it. I have never played it, but I have a Steam, sale habit problem.
I'm actually thinking of the demo, which has a button like that. I spent most of my time in the demo pushing the button that doesn't do anything.
But you don't have to take my word for it. Hey, wonder if Worf's in this episode.
He's been in every other episode.
And the kid.
Was Wesley in the last episode? Oh, they mentioned him, right?
Yeah, he was like, the doctor put him in her quarters to die alone.
That's right.
So she could bang the captain.
You're right, yeah, okay. Like any good mother would do. Warp 7! Oh, there's the Triforce.
That episode. Or not that episode. That uniform.
Uniform.
This was part of his terms to, release the ship.
Oh, his rank is different.
Ah. That's why he ran ahead of everyone. It's like, crap, I need to change this for this ship.
Rob Bowman. This is the first episode he directed. I mean, I bet Daddy could do it pretty fast.
He's not a human, though. What I do is put a coffee can on the tailpipe and a big flapper valve coming out of the hood.
NOS. Nitrous oxide. Yeah. Supercharger.
If you shorten the throttle cable a little bit, it feels so much faster.
Look at the speed he's putting those stuff in.
Big old racing stripe down the middle of the saucer. That adds like 30 horsepower.
Don't forget the oversized spoiler.
Huge exhaust tips.
Yeah, we need to give it a flame job.
Good old FJ. Siege. I'm talking about trouble. It's capital T that rhymes with P. That stands for pool.
I kind of like Argyle.
Wesley's like, I took over this ship like 2 weeks ago. Hey, it's Worf.
Hey, yeah. Dude's only got 3 fingers on each hand.
He can enter information so much faster that way.
Yeah.
The guy's like,
I kind of like Argyle. He's a cool guy.
there they go.
His beard's back in style.
Yeah. Looks like the kind of guy who, likes a stout beer. Knows how to cook a steak.
Look at the speed he's inputting all those calculations. Huh?
Whoops.
Oh no.
You hit the NOS button. Shouldn't have mounted it to the turn signal.
Wesley's like, I should tell somebody about this. Nah.
I need an adult.
We are adults.
So that's where the Fast and the Furious got that effect.
It's ran through a star.
Don't do anything.
Contraction.
Oh. Don't do that. No, nothing could go wrong.
Nope. Oh, hey. It's a place where there's way more stuff than where we're used to. Those rings are spinning backwards. That's not how gravity works. That's what I said.
You want to hear a bit of trivia about that?
What's that?
When this episode aired, they really weren't 100% sure how far away Galaxy M33 was.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a better idea now, and like the estimate data just gave is about what it is.
Nice. So the authors just guessed, or the writers.
I mean, I'm sure they had some sort of science proposal, and they probably picked something right in the middle, which just happened to be right. What? Okay. I did it!
Man, that's the get punched in the face swagger.
Data, what did he say? No, don't ask him. He won't know. Give me a beer. Not into doctors, huh?
Yeah. It's you that I want. Very, very, very small.
It's the force of his arrogance that caused this.
It's the same force that creates photon torpedoes for Voyager.
You mean midichlorians?
Oh, God.
Okay, sorry, Traveler, I won't talk about midichlorians again.
It's over, Wesley. I have the high ground.
It's like sand.
Why is his left nipple out of place? Look at his shirt. Captain, I'm sensing great douchetry. Douchebaggery.
I know a Nausicaan I'd like to introduce you to.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
Man, I really hope I can remember what I did before.
Well, he pushed 2 buttons about 4 times and then panicked.
Is that a contraction? We're here.
Yep, that's 2.
I mean, doesn't it have to have the same type of warp drive?
Well, an Excelsior won't work. Do you imagine that? Do you know how many great inventors have been on speed?
Shut up.
Shut the hell up, Wesley.
uh,
I kind of like that jumpsuit with like the sort of newspaper zebra sort of stripe thing.
You know, let's not be concerned that the assistant appears like he's having a heart attack or something.
Nothing's happening. Uh-oh. See, Commander, I tried to tell you. What's he doing to that console?
Oh no, the Blurians are invading.
Tripping balls, man! No inertia.
Oh, that's not the title of the episode anymore.
Nope.
He walked into his ready room to go drop a captain's log.
Maybe he legitimately, like, writes them on the toilet. Like, you know.
I can see that.
Hail the Klingons and tell them to wait 5 minutes. I gotta go take a shit. Gotta go take a log. They've been at yellow alert this whole time.
Data has the helm, so what is Geordi doing?
Dropping a log. Nobody else react.
Fluffy!
Nothing weird about this at all, man.
I ate you years ago.
How did he get one on Earth?
Oh no.
Did you notice it stained the carpet while it was there?
Spot? Spot, what are you doing here? Ah, there's Picard's pet. You know, the depths of space.
Yes. My only companion is the lonely void.
You know, I'm really sad that we don't see any Riker's, dreams.
They probably couldn't air those on network TV.
I'm just convinced this is everybody's childhood pet showing up.
Yeah. Har 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 har.
Hey, Mozart.
Yeah. It's the worst violin technique. It's like slightly worse than Data's. Actually, it's slightly better. His bow holds way better. Like, at least they got a guy who has some passing familiarity with how a violin works. And I'll tell you, he's not good enough to play that second violin part. I know that part.
Yeah, we got a bone real quick here.
So she was dancing. So is this like the second time the crew's just like completely tripped balls?
Uh-huh.
Didn't think anything of it.
So they wanted to make this sound like Aaron Copeland.
Well, he did study under Nadia Boulanger in Paris, so.
Damn it, Riker.
The door behind Riker was missing half of the stickers. Look.
Ah, some emotion. I know I'd be devastated after something like that.
Yeah? Make me a tea. Everyone gets a tea.
I mean, that's not going to cause anybody to have any sort of...
No, huh? One Argyle's thoughts just be like a big old pitcher of beer. Bucket of hot wings.
So he just recreates a Hooters in engineering.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy's like really concentrating.
Yeah.
He humped the warp core.
Her lab coat gets longer as she gets older.
Just like my hair.
If they don't know where they are, how do they know which direction is home?
Why is sickbay so dark?
It's nighttime.
Is she using a stylus on the tricorder?
She is.
I've never noticed that.
Pineapples. What? Huh? What? Huh?
Oh, that's the good stuff.
It starts to become cliche after a while. I don't care the risk. Wake him. So does Starfleet not have like some background check?
Ah,
I mean,
Curiosity is not an answer for why you travel, particularly not to this exploration ship. Oh. Hindsight is 2020 after all.
I might have stranded you in,
BFE. Galaxy BFE. Mistakes were made.
give me the explain like I'm 5 version.
Yeah. Today I fucked up by letting my assistant handle the warp drive while the kid was around.
free your mind.
Listen, I have a mushroom grow in my basement. You'll understand. He took peyote before this one was the problem.
Really, they didn't go anywhere. They just got really high.
We all live in our minds, man.
He's a Time Lord.
He is.
Because you're morons.
Sorry, I gotta die now. Finally, someone, like, backhands him. I will fail, but I will try.
Alone.
Keep the lights down.
Is that a thermos in the background on the right there? It's just like a coffee thermos.
No, he won't. Hey, they were playing him earlier.
Yeah. I mean, 3 of them were. 4th guy was not.
Can always tell when they're faking it.
Oh, yeah.
Play. I'm
All right,
totally going to tell him anyway.
crazy bastard. All right, get him in there.
If only they had some sort of futuristic device to get him down there without him having to exert himself.
Yeah, that'd be a lot to ask, though. What puts fire out, you moron?
And then he just starts roasting to death in front of Picard.
You bet, Jim.
Let me get more of that stuff.
Hey, the Riker maneuver.
They got chairs, they got a bench. Let's have a speech, Captain.
Thanks, counselor. Is that a dude wearing that?
That is a dude wearing the dress, yeah.
Yep.
Don't think about your own tongue. It's in your mouth, and now you're aware of it. But don't think about it. Don't think about... Don't think about the fact that now you're controlling your breathing manually. It's not automatic anymore, but make it automatic.
Aren't your eyes awful dry now?
Yeah.
You have teeth.
Be a pity if they just fell out for no reason.
Back to that guy wearing the dress. I can imagine, like, I want to be an extra on Star Trek. Put on the dress.
Don't worry about whether your fly's open. I guess if you're wearing a dress, you don't have to worry about it. Maybe that's it. If they get caught with their pants unzipped, they have to wear the dress the next day.
Like what?
Like,
She can't be any more graphic than that.
Some kind of wonderful.
it feels like Will. Did I leave the iron on? Wait.
I did leave the iron on.
Whoosh!
Enterprise crashes headlong into a giant iron in space.
You just keep entering your BS.
Like him harder!
Wesley, I need your hands.
That's right, 5 fingers. The console's designed for 5 fingers.
Oh. Triforce harder.
Kaboom! No more Enterprise. Everybody's dead.
I didn't actually do it. What is Worf actually doing right now?
Staring at the screen, not manning the station.
It's like, I just like being here.
Glad to be working. His Kickstarter succeeded. He raised enough money for the Greyhound busting.
For some reason, I thought they went somewhere else. Bring the boy. Shut up, Wesley.
I'm already like tuned out of the scene because I'm so sick of Wesley. Will Wheaton deserved better.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel bad hating the character because the guy's so awesome.
41263. The episode before this was 413 something, so this happened out of order?
Actually, it was this episode was filmed before the last one.
Figures.
So he'll permanently be an acting ensign?
Nobody wants to permanently be an ensign either. Like, you're an ensign, but we'll never promote you.
I mean, didn't Sulu like go from pilot to captain?
Yeah, but I mean, he was a full commander by like Star Trek 2.
I mean, I never understood this. Why does Troy need to be on the bridge all the time?
She's part of the censor suite.
I mean, she's the only reason they figured out what was happening with the Ferengi, you know. Oh, hey, there was a wrong note.
I actually caught it this time.
And now you'll hear it forever.
Well,
any final thoughts on this episode?
I actually like the episode.
It's a pretty good episode. Definitely in comparison to some of the other ones we've seen. It's very Star Trek. And I think the biggest thing this episode suffers from, in my mind, is the lack of establishment of how the technology works. Know what I mean?
Yeah, it's another one that could have benefited from being in a later season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may want to start recording these slightly earlier at some point because it's like almost 1 a.m. and we're all tired. Like, yeah, you have any thoughts? Whatever. Like, Star Trek.
You're all tired.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, your day. This is like early morning for you.
Yeah, this is like midday for me.
I mean, I like the episode. I think this is the most Star Trek episode that's happened yet so far.
Absolutely, I agree with you there for sure.
Oh yeah, the people that always, crap all over season 1, they need to go back and watch it again.
Yeah. This one's good. They're, about halfway through it picks up. About halfway through, it picks up pretty well.
I think thus far this has been the best episode to this point.
I would agree.
I still like the Naked Now, but I agree with you. I like it mainly better because I saw it out of order. But I would say, if you were going to skip episodes, don't skip this one. Actually, I wouldn't skip the last one either.
Really?
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. No, I like the Ferengi episode decently well. I think the way it resolves is very Star Trek. I think I like the Takan Gateway dude, but that's another episode which we should have talked about then. So I'll stop. Stay tuned for our next episode in a week from whenever we release this. At this point, this will be around Labor Day, maybe a little after for this one. But episode 6 is actually pretty good. I just looked ahead at what it was because I forgot. It's the one with the fish guys.
Ooh, I had not looked ahead.
Wait a minute. Fish guys? Which fish?
Now I'm hungry.
I think I'm thinking of different fish guys.
Like the two different races where one of them look kind of like fish and there's the cloud and and I won't spoil it any more than that.
Okay, so next time,
join us back here with the three of us for Star Trek The Next Generation, episode 6, whenever we get around to it. Thank you all for joining us. Or not. Thank you all for whatever you did tonight.
Take it easy, guys.
Have a good one, and till next time.